Hello, everyone. I'm Tom.
And I'm Kate. Welcome back to VocabJamEnglish.
If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and join us every week.
This channel will have conversations on a single theme.
Today's topic is Think Fast, Speak Smart.
And of course, we'll introduce some great English vocabulary along the way.
Oh, and if you want to see subtitles, please turn them on in the settings.
That's right. You can switch them on anytime to help with understanding.
There will be a quiz about the conversation at the end.
So grab your favorite drink, sit back, and let's dive into today's talk. Hey Tom, have you ever had to speak in front of people with no time to prepare?
Oh yes. It happened last week at work. My manager asked me to give a short update.
That sounds stressful. What did you do?
Honestly, I froze for a second. Then I just spoke slowly and tried to sound confident.
That's smart. Speaking slowly helps your brain catch up.
Exactly. Have you heard of Matt Abrahams?
Yes. He teaches how to think fast and speak smart, right?
Right. His tips really help me.
I love that he says speaking well is a skill, not just a talent.
Yes. That gives me hope.
One of his ideas is to use a simple structure when you speak.
Like prep?
Yes. Point, reason, example, point again.
Let me try. I think walking meetings are great. They boost energy. For example, my team walks every Friday. So, yes, walking helps focus.
That was perfect, Tom.
Thank you. I feel more confident already.
I also like what. So what? Now what?
Can you explain that one?
Sure. First, say what happened. Then, say why it matters. Finally, say what to do next.
So it's like a mini story?
Yes. And stories help people remember.
That's true. I remember stories from history more than dates.
Exactly. The brain loves patterns in stories.
So, thinking fast means having tools ready, not just speaking quickly.
You got it. Also, don't fear silence. A short pause is powerful.
I used to think pausing made me look nervous.
Actually, it shows you're thoughtful.
I should practice that.
You can even rehearse thinking aloud. Like, let me think about that for a second.
Oh, that buys you time and still sounds natural.
Another great tip from Matt is to focus on your audience.
Right, like thinking, what do they need from me?
Exactly. It helps you stay relevant and clear.
That reminds me of my presentation last month. I tried to impress instead of inform.
That's common. But clarity is better than complexity.
So true. Clear messages are easier to remember.
Also, use simple words. You don't need big vocabulary to sound smart.
That's really helpful advice for people who aren't native speakers. I'll try to remember that when I'm helping friends who are learning English.
That's kind of you, Tom. You're a good communicator.
Thanks. Speaking different languages helps me stay flexible.
Flexibility is a big part of good communication.
What about nerves? I still get nervous when I speak.
Same here. But nerves mean you care.
That's a nice way to see it.
Matt says to reframe anxiety as excitement.
So instead of I'm scared, say I'm ready?
Yes. It changes your mindset.
I like that. Mindset is everything.
You're getting all the key points today, Tom.
I'm a good student when the topic is interesting.
One more idea: prepare short stories.
Like examples from real life?
Yes. A story can make even a boring topic come alive.
I could talk about the time I got lost in a foreign city.
Perfect. What did you learn from that?
Always carry a map and learn a few useful phrases.
That's a great now what ending.
I feel much better about thinking fast and speaking smart now.
Me too. And even better, we can keep practicing together.
Definitely. Next time, let's try a speaking challenge. All right. Now it's time for our vocabulary corner.
Yes. In this section, we'll pick some words from today's conversation and explain them in a simple and easy to understand way. Confident.
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 Confident means you believe in yourself. You feel like you can do something well, even if it's hard. You're not afraid to try. Similar words: brave, sure. Brave means you do something even if you're scared. Sure means you think something is true. Confident means you feel strong inside. Example: I feel confident when I read out loud in class.
Structure.
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 Structure means how something is built or organized. It can be a building, or it can be how words or ideas are put together. Similar words: form, system. Form is the shape of something. System is how parts work together. Structure means the way parts are arranged. Example: this story has a good structure. It has a beginning, middle, and end.
Boost.
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 Boost means to make something go higher, better, or stronger. It helps something grow or improve. Similar words: raise, increase. Raise means to lift up. Increase means to make more. Boost means to help something go up fast or in a big way. Example: drinking water boosts your energy.
Relevant.
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 Relevant means it's connected to the topic. It's something that matters in the conversation or situation. Similar words: related, important. Related means connected. Important means it really matters. Relevant means it fits the subject we are talking about. Example: your question is relevant to today's lesson.
Nerves.
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 Nerves means a feeling of being worried or scared, usually before something big, like a test or a performance. Similar words: anxiety, fear. Anxiety is a strong, long worry. Fear is when you are scared. Nerves is like little butterflies in your stomach before something important. Example: I had nerves before my first piano recital.
Reframe.
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 Reframe means to look at something in a new way. You change how you think about it to feel better or understand better. Similar words: rethink, change perspective. Rethink means think again. Change perspective means see it differently. Reframe is like changing your glasses to see something in a better way. Example: I was nervous, but I reframed it as excitement.
mindset,
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 Mindset means the way you think about things. It's your attitude or belief that shapes how you act and feel. Similar words: attitude, belief. Attitude is how you feel or act. Belief is something you think is true. Mindset is like the weather in your mind, it can be sunny or cloudy. Example: if you have a positive mindset, you try even when things are hard.
prepare,
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 Prepare means to get ready for something. You do things before the event, so you're not surprised later. Similar words: plan, get ready. Plan means to decide what to do. Get ready means to do small steps before something happens. Prepare means to do things ahead of time to be ready. Example: I prepare my backpack the night before school.
All right. It's time for the quiz corner.
In this section, we'll ask questions based on today's conversation.
1. What helped Tom sound better when he had to speak with no time to prepare? A. He spoke slowly and tried to sound confident. B. He stayed silent the whole time. C. He asked Kate to speak for him. Correct answer: A. He spoke slowly and tried to sound confident. 2. What does PREP stand for? A. Plan, read, explain, practice. B. Point, reason, example, point again. C. Prepare, reflect, express, present. Correct answer: B. Point, reason, example, point again. 3. Why are stories useful, according to Kate and Tom? A. They help people remember things. B. They are short and funny. C. They are good for making friends. Correct answer: A. They help people remember things. 4. What did Matt say you can do with nervous feelings? A. Hide them with a smile. B. Reframe them as excitement. C. Drink water and wait. Correct answer: B. Reframe them as excitement. 5. What did Tom learn from getting lost in a foreign city? A. Travel alone next time. B. Don't carry anything. C. Always carry a map and learn a few useful phrases. Correct answer: C. Always carry a map and learn a few useful phrases.
All right, we're coming to the end of today's episode.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out.
All right, see you in the next episode.
See you next time.